Hello, I'm Terry, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Hope Elevated. I'm a 16-year survivor of multiple myeloma. If you don't know, multiple myeloma is a cancer, basically a blood cancer, bone marrow type things. But I'm 16 years out. The most unusual thing about that is that I remember when I first got diagnosed, I thought had about 5 years to live, and I've gone way past that, and a lot of people do, especially nowadays. But I often refer to my days as living in bonus time, because I am living in times that I thought I wouldn't have, and that's a really it's something to think about, and I think about it often. Early on, I realized that hope was going to be my greatest weapon in my fight with cancer, and because we need that hope to get from day to day, we all do, and we use hope in our language every day. I'm going to do this. We hope we're going to do that. Hope I'll get my bills paid, or whatever it is. Hope is a word that we use daily. But in my case, it was my greatest weapon, and I realized that. But it's more than just hope. It's keeping that hope elevated, so it'll always be there for you. And what I mean by that, if you look at a mountain range, it has peaks and valleys. And as we travel through life, we often fall into one of these valleys. And hope is what pulls you out. It's what pulls me out of these valleys. But when I say hope elevated, when you fall off one of these valleys, you can't let that hope fall off with you, because then it's not there to pull you out. So hope elevated is about keeping your hope elevated way up here, because when you do fall off in that valley, this hope it's able to reach down and grab a hold of you and pull you back up to that peak where you need to be. So that's what I mean about hope elevated. You got to keep it elevated, and I use it every day. I have created this YouTube channel so I can share some of my experiences and some of the things I've been through, and how I've handled some of these situations over the last 16 years. And I'm hoping, and there's that word hoping again, I'm hoping that it will help you. And not just you, but your caregivers and those around you and your loved ones. Because I found early on in my cancer, during my treatments and things, that sometimes it's worse for the caregivers and your loved ones than it is for the actual patient. And that's the way it was in my case. You know, early on, I came to grips with my cancer very early, but those around me didn't. So it was really hard on them, but I was okay at the time with it, but I just knew I had to fight this. The other thing that I can't do is I can't sit here in front of this camera and tell you how you should deal with your cancer. You know, we're all at different levels, mentally, physically, spiritually, we're at different levels. And one time, to illustrate that, I walked into a room that we were having a support group meeting, and every chair had a balloon tied to it that was at a different level. And that's what that was about. It was to illustrate that we're all at different levels. So it's hard for one person to tell somebody how to do it. So anyway, I'm going to share my experiences. I'm going to hopefully, and there's that word hope, I'm going to hope that it gives you some hope and some insight in maybe what's coming, especially if you're just first diagnosed with cancer, some of the things you might expect. But I want to share my story because early on I thought, if I can share my story, if I can help one person deal with this, then all of this is worth it to me, if I can help others. And that's what I've been trying to do for the last 16 years. So I hope you enjoy my YouTube channel, share it with other people, share it with your caregivers. I hope you will subscribe to this, because we're starting from scratch. We're talking zero today when I first started this. So help me, and I will try to post things 2 or 3 times a week. I've got a lot of stories to tell that I've written before, but I want to share them on this YouTube channel. So let's get out there and spread the word. And remember, keep hope elevated. Thank you.